What's up everybody, Unrested back again with a quick JFAQ today while I'm at work. And on break right now, and I thought I'd take a chance just to answer a question I actually have about the jobs that I do work and about some of the experience I do have with these jobs. And that is the constant question I get about how will I know how to be a teacher when I've never taught before and my degree is not even in teaching. And this is more concerning, I would say, the ALT aspect of teaching in Japan. And ALT means Assistant Language Teacher. And that means you are assisting whoever the English teacher is at the school. And this could be for an elementary school, a junior high school, or a high school. There is, of course, kindergarten jobs here as well, but those tend to be a little bit different. Kindergartens fall into either one or the other category of being a full-time international school where English is spoken all the time, so there's no specific English teacher, or a situation where it's called kind of asobu eigo, which means let's play eigo, and or let's play English more so. And that's more of a situation where you're coming in every once in a while just to show the kids a couple quick cards that are maybe very simple English lessons, such as maybe 5 or 6 fruits in English: orange, grapefruit, pineapple, etc., etc. You're not actually teaching kids to become fluent, maybe just to pick up a couple key words that will help them be better at understanding imports from other cultures, or some of the stuff in their own everyday life that has an outside English influence. So what I'm talking about today is more the ALT aspect, and that's also covering for JET too. So those of you who have questions about JET. Now I don't know how to get into the JET program, that's not what this is about, I've never done JET, but the JET job is the same as an ALT job, it's just through the Japanese government. So the thing that I get asked the most is how will I know how to be a teacher there, how will I get my kids to speak English, and how will I make kids whose native language is Japanese learn how to speak fluent English. And I think that's where people are really getting stuff wrong, is thinking that they're turning kids into native level English speakers. That's not happening here. If you are making your kids become native English speakers, then you are not working an ALT job, because that is not what happens with an ALT job. With an ALT job, you are assisting the language teacher, just like ALT means, and you are merely helping them create lessons that teach very basic aspects of English grammar and vocabulary. And by very basic, I mean on the elementary school level, you're teaching them things like the names of cars, the names of buildings, the names of fruits, the names of vegetables, animals, very, very basic words. Once again, almost the same as English level teaching. I mean, kindergarten level teaching with English. You're not making these kids into fluent speakers. You're not going to be teaching them full sentences. Maybe you would teach them small sentences like, how's the weather? Or, how are you? And then you'll teach them very basic responses. I'm good, I'm so-so, I'm fine, I'm great. Moving on to junior high school level, you're going to start to get into a little more grammar, but you're going to find that, once again, even this English is taught in Japanese by the English teachers. They teach almost every day completely in Japanese. There is no learning by immersion classes, and that's really one of the reasons why Japan never really ever learns to speak fluent English. And it's not something that's going to be changed anytime soon. You can of course incorporate as much as you want to as far as your own ideas that are connected to the textbooks. But if you think you're going to come in and revolutionize the system, you're sadly mistaken. That kind of thing does not happen. Japan is a country with gradual and slow change, and you should come in and be ready to do exactly what that job that says, and that is assist your teacher. And Usually this is going to be with most schools that you are asking them what they are teaching, what the current lesson is, and how you can assist them with this by either maybe making a worksheet that teaches very basic grammar, or maybe showing them some cards in class that are vocabulary cards. And this is all very basic. You're not going to be getting beyond that. High school level even, unless the high school has its focus on English, you're still going to be in the very basic realm of English. Even for things like basic buildings that you would see every day, a challenge for them would be like the post office, a museum, okay? Maybe very basic directions, such as go straight, turn right, it's over there, it's across from the, okay? You're not getting beyond that. So I think the biggest worry that a lot of people have is they think they're coming in here to make people native English speakers, and that's really not the situation at all. Your situation is a matter of assisting the teacher in whatever they are currently teaching. Some teachers are going to want you to almost do this completely on your own, and some are going to want you to maybe only say one word or pronounce something that they can't pronounce, or teach a grammar point that they don't quite understand. You may be grading some papers, you may be showing flashcards, showing the vocabulary, but beyond that, you're not going to make fluent speakers. So, I want people just to calm down about that. Stop sending me questions about how am I going to make my students fluent speakers. You are not. You are merely going to make them learn basic grammar points. There will be some students that are more excited about English than others, and those will usually be students that take on the speech contests that are hosted by schools every year. Those students might go on to college to also learn English as well, but even Japanese people who graduate from college with a degree in English usually do not speak fluent level English or native level English. That's still really rare, okay? You've got to understand that the only country that has a lower English speaking level than Japan as of 2012 is Cambodia, okay, as far as Asian countries ranking in their level of English speaking. So Japan still ranks very, very low. Keep that in mind. Don't get too stressed out. I'm Unrested. This is JFAQ. I'll see you next time.